Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a special tutorial for all of you because I decided to recreate Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night, only that I'll be adding some twist to it by incorporating the Little Prince. I think some of you have already seen that painting of mine where I recreated the Starry Night and incorporated the Little Prince. But today I decided to do or show you how I did it. And it's a special day for me as well. I mean, since yesterday it's already been special because it's Vincent Van Gogh's birthday. Yesterday it was March 30 here, and I know that in the Netherlands and in France it's still March 30. So happy birthday to one of my favorite artists of all time. So I think we're ready now to do this painting. And as you can see here, I've already covered my canvas with some yellow ochre, and you can kind of see underneath that there's a painting, right, like a previous painting done. And that's the reason for this, is that I'm painting over a previous painting of mine that I don't like anymore and I'm not really enjoying anymore. So I decided to paint something new over it, and today it's a Vincent Van Gogh's birthday special. Let's begin now guys, and if you haven't already, I want you to underpaint first your canvas with some yellow ochre, because looking at the Starry Night, I think that was the color that Vincent used, somewhat brownish yellowish as the underpainting, but I really don't know if he underpainted it or what. But all I'm sure of is that we need some underpainting to finish or to do the Starry Night. Let's begin now guys by sketching first our subject. So the colors that you'll be needing here guys, you've already seen that, the list during the intro of this video, but it will be a lot of blues and yellows and some browns. You know, Vincent loved the bluish color of the Starry Night. You can see that it was the most dominant color in the Starry Night painting. And of course the stars, yellow, but in one look you will see that it's more blue than yellow. So I'm just preparing my colors. And I hope guys that if you are a Van Gogh fan like me, I hope that you read something about him to celebrate his birthday. I don't know, I'm just like that. When I really like the painter, I'm just gonna go over the life or art journey of that painter during a special day like this one. So now that I've prepared my paints, I'm gonna sketch where the stars are gonna go, because again we'll be adding some twist to this one. And I hope you don't mind guys that we'll be spending quite a longer time for this one, because you know, when I do Vincent paintings, I feel like I need more time. So for this one, I'm just gonna get a small square brush to outline where the stars are gonna go. So I'm gonna use my ultramarine blue, maybe add some phthalo blue to that. Alright, so I'm gonna identify first. Alright, like that. You know, the swirls of the Starry Night Okay, and this is where the sun or the moon will go. But we're trying to identify first or block first where things are gonna go. So this will where our little prince and the fox will be sitting on. All right, like that. Okay. Get your phthalo blue plus ultramarine. Just combine them. You know why I'm combining them? It's because ultramarine is quite translucent and phthalo is quite opaque. So that's why. So we're going to make some short dashes of paints. The short dashes. That's why I want to remain quiet, because I want to concentrate. And then here, going down. Okay. So I'm just adding some black to my blue colors because I want to create some darker blues. All right, and here, quite randomly applying those dark blues. Right, and here, short dashes. Here, inside. All right, I'm gonna wash my brush out and I'm gonna apply some like light blue colors. Or lighter blue. So I'm just gonna get my titanium white, add some ultramarine and phthalo. With the white, it becomes lighter. Short dashes. Like that. All right, again, just use some lighter blue, add white and then phthalo, and then some ultramarine as well. Here. Short dashes, guys. I keep on reminding you, although I know that if you're a fan of Vincent, you kind of know already that he used some short dashes of paints or brush strokes. Again guys, I don't mind if this video lasts for 2 hours as long as I get this Vincent Van Gogh recreation satisfying as far as I am concerned. Alright, and then I'm gonna make it lighter by adding white to it. And I'm gonna go inside the swirls. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of burnt sienna to tone down my light blue colors. Alright, now we're going to use some phthalo blue, like direct from the tube, without washing your brush, of course. You don't have to wash your brush. Okay, now ultramarine plus black. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here, make some dark applications. I'm just gonna continue here. Alright, wash your brush out. Now I'm going to get some lighter phthalo. So just add white to your existing blue color. And I'm gonna go, and then, sorry guys, you have to add some ultramarine. And I'm just gonna go up again. And in between those dark blues, just paint over it again. Just go in between. In here. Okay, I'm gonna add more white down here. And here inside. Here. Alright, like that. Brush out again. And then get your darker ultramarine. So I'm just gonna add black to my existing ultramarine. I think I have to get more ultramarine. And again, just go inside. There will be lots of layers, guys, and again, I don't mind. I don't want to rush this thing because it's a Vincent Van Gogh special. That down here, I'm just using ultramarine. And I'm gonna add tiny bit of black to my ultramarine to make some areas quite dark. Alright, wash your brush out. Now, I want you to get your cad yellow, mix it with tiny bit of white to make it quite opaque, and we're going inside this part, just paint over the yellow ochre. Again, short dashes. We will be consistent with the style of Vincent's short dash, short brush strokes. For now, it's gonna be like this. And let's do the moon later. For now, we're just doing the moonlight. Right, like that. I'm gonna use the same yellow, but I'm going to evenly distribute this yellow. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of burnt sienna, so that's quite browny. And I'm going around some areas. Not too much, guys. This time, burnt sienna. See, I'm just using my burnt sienna. Alright, wash your brush out. I don't like this one. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to get my yellow. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of burnt sienna to that and some white. Let's do some stars now. Let's just mark where the stars are gonna go. If the paint's still wet, it's all right. It doesn't really matter. and here. All right, now I'm going to get my white and I'm going to make some like the biggest star in Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night. There are like flowers in the sky, don't you think? I feel like I'm painting a flower. All right. Okay, wash your brush out. Now let's go back to the swirls. Let's get some white and add some blue. This time it's quite lighter than the light blue that we already had, and paint over it. All right, like that. Wash your brush out. Then I'm going to get again my light blue color. We're going down. Short brush strokes. Do not create super, like one long stroke. It should be short and quite quick as well. Right. So the yellows are mixing, but it's all right because we will eventually put some yellow on top. Short, guys. And the direction is quite diagonal. All right, I need more white. All right, here. Okay, now wash your brush out. And then get your ultramarine and go back. This. All right, wash your brush out. Now let's go back to the moon because I'm waiting for this area to dry. I'm gonna get my cad yellow and add tiny bit of burnt sienna. And let's paint the moon. Okay, I'm gonna add more burnt sienna. It should be quite brown. And you know what? I really like the moon's shape because it reminds me of the first letter of my name. I feel like it's also a signature of mine. I feel like I don't have to really sign this one because of the letter C. All right. Okay, wash your brush out. And just paint over it. Add some more yellow to the existing yellow-brown. Just paint over it. Or inside. All right, now I'm gonna add some white and paint inside. All right, like that. Okay, let's use this yellow, add some white to the yellow. Let's paint some yellowness here. I also added some brown. Okay, some more light yellows here. Okay. Okay, wash your brush out. Now, I think the swirls are quite dry, but I need to make some more detailing. Get your phthalo blue. Oops, get your phthalo and okay, just pure phthalo. I'm gonna water it down and I'm just gonna go in between those tiny spaces, the unpainted ones. And yeah, just water down your blues and just glaze it because some areas are not covered. Right, like that. Here as well. Just cover those tiny spaces. Right, like that. Okay. Now get your tad yellow plus white and make some like starlight. Like just go around those tiny stars here. Again, retain your short brush strokes. Right, and here. And here. Okay, and here. Just pure white this time. All right, like that. And again, pure white this time. Okay, wash your brush out again. Okay, let's go back to white and apply some light blue colors here. So just like blue, I added some tiny bit of phthalo to my white, phthalo blue. Let's just go back up here. Short brush strokes, guys. Enjoy that feeling that it's like doing an abstract, but it's a special abstract because it's making sense to Vincent, my favorite ever. Short brush strokes, guys. Okay, and here. All right, now get your ultramarine, mix it with white. Phthalo blue won't hurt if it mixes, it's all right. Go here. Okay, and here. Here as well. All right, wash your brush out. Gosh, I love this one, guys. I love this one. Get your white, add it to the existing blue mixture. Let's go back. Here. Here as well. Okay. All right, wash your brush out. Get your ultramarine, tiny bit of black. Ultramarine plus black. Okay, more black. And that's nice. All right. Get your yellow and brown mixture. Go inside those stars. Right, like that. Wash your brush out. Get your brown. Okay, water down the brown because we need to make the center or the moon quite darker than its rays. All right, like that. I mean the moonlight, right? So I'm gonna get my titanium white plus cad yellow, okay, and make the moonlight quite brighter than the moon itself. Okay, I'm gonna add more brown this time. All right. Okay, wash your brush out. Get some phthalo blue. Just outline those swirls. Okay, and then ultramarine plus black. All right. Wow, I like it. I actually like this one, guys. I love it. Now let's move on to painting the Little Prince. And if you saw the painting of mine that I did, I made some grassy foreground for the Little Prince and the fox to sit on. So we're going to mix some green color. We have our blue already and the yellow. So I'm just gonna get my fan brush. Okay, get your fan brush. And we're going to create some okay, I'm thinking if I'm going to if I am going to add the cypress tree, what do you think? I think I should, right? And then place the Little Prince here. All right, let's do the cypress, guys. So I want you to get your black and then mix it with brown. All right, I'm going to do the cypress. I just thought about this one just now. It's not really included in my plan, but I feel like the cypress needs to be there, I mean. And of course, I apologize for the noise. Alright, like that. Now I'm gonna cover that one with the same color, brown plus black. Just cover, guys. Yeah, I feel like the cypress tree needs to be here more than the town. At least for my version. Because the cypress is very symbolic of Vincent. right, like this. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry, guys. So I'm gonna let this dry first, so that we can move on to the little prints. So again, as I've mentioned earlier, get your fan brush and get your cad yellow and mix it with phthalo blue to create some green colors. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of brown to the green color so that it's quite muted. Alright, and I'm gonna create some grasses. So in creating grasses, just use the tip of your fan brush. So I need more green. Okay, like this. And we will be lightening and darkening some grasses later to suggest light and darkness. All right. Okay, again, we're going to go to the other side. All right, now I want you to get your black because we're going to create some grasses right here. Although it could not be really seen, but somehow we're going to suggest some shadows and depth here. All right, like that. Okay, this is absolutely nice. I like this one. I really like this one. Okay, I think this is quite dry. We can proceed to finishing the cypress, right? So get your brush again. Now, I want you to get your burnt sienna plus tiny bit of white, just tiny bit. Maybe add black to it. And wait, guys. All right, so I'm gonna use this color, brown, black, and white, to create something. I'm gonna add more white. Short dashes, guys, retain that one. All right. Okay, now get your green color. Some greens, add tiny bit of brown or black to make some dark greens. And make some short dashes for the cypress. All right, now get your brown again, but this time we're gonna add a tiny bit of white to make it quite visible. Okay, wash your brush out. Now get your pure black, pure black. Just outline the cypress tree. Okay, and then make some more dashes. Okay, like that. Okay, now get some more of your phthalo, cad yellow. Mix it with the existing green that we have, and we're just gonna go to the tip of the grasses. Just the tip, guys, to suggest some light. Although this is a starry night, because of the brightness of the stars, some portions of the grasses are being lit. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white, tiny bit, not everything, guys. All right, like that. Okay, wash your brush out. All right, now let's move on to drawing the little prince and the fox. I'm just gonna dry them first. Now I'm gonna sketch the little prince. So I'm just gonna get my yellow so that you see it, and then add white to that. For sketching purposes, let's do this. So the fox, they're seated right here. What do you think? Wait, guys. I don't know if they should be here or they should be there. Alright, maybe here, right? Okay, so this will be the ground they are seated on. Okay. Just imagine. I'm drawing first the fox. Tiny little tail. Like that. Okay, that's the shape of the fox. It's just the shape, guys. And I'm gonna do now the little prince. And I apologize for the noise. So the Little Prince. You know, I really like the story of the Little Prince. I think it's not just a children's book. It's also a book for everyone, you know? I don't know, maybe it's just me. You can learn so much just from reading it over and over again. Alright, so I'm gonna draw his scarf right here. Like that. And then some hairs. This Little Prince is quite anime-ish when it comes to hair. Alright, like that. I hope you can see, guys. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, that's basically the shape of the Little Prince and the fox. Now I want you to get your brown color. I'm gonna get my burnt sienna, add a tiny bit of yellow, and I'm just gonna paint the fox. That here. Oops, that's too dark. Okay, like that. Here. Alright, like that. Now get your green color. Greens. Just actually it's almost green, but we're just going to solid block the greenness of the Little Prince clothes. Now get your black, and I'm just gonna outline now the shape of his body. Right, and I'm gonna darken the ear of the fox, like dark brown. Right, and we're going to make some fur. You know, the texture of the fox fur. Like that. I'm going to get my white mixed with brown. Here. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of yellow. It's not really visible because the black is mixing. So again, get your burnt sienna, get your yellow, okay, get your white and more brown. Okay, and let's do the tail. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. here. Like that. Right, wash your brush out. This is nice. Now get again your yellow plus brown. Cover the scarf of the little prince. Alright, like that. Okay. And do some shading here. Get your brown and again your orange. Just add some like belt here. Okay, like that. And we're going to do the hair of the little prince. Get your yellow brown again. Just yellow brown. Everything here is consistent. We're using yellows and blues and browns. We're not really deviating from those colors. Okay, you can add a tiny bit of white so that it becomes more opaque. Like that. Okay, wash your brush out. I like this one. I absolutely love this one, guys. Don't you think so? I did not expect that I'll be doing the cypress, but I think the cypress deserves to be there. So I'm gonna get my black. And I'm just gonna outline again some areas, removing those yellow sketches that I did. Outline the scarf. Okay, and also his body. And make some tiny suggestion of ear. And just darken the portion they are seated on. And using black. All right, it's nice. I'm just gonna darken some areas. Because since they are not facing us, it's not lighted right here because the light is coming right from the background. All right, this is good. And I'm gonna get some dark browns or brownie color to suggest some, so that the hair is not flat. I'm gonna add some brownie colors onto the hair of this little guy. I'm gonna get my cad yellow and highlight the scarf a bit cad yellow plus white. Let's go on top of his head. Right. Again, yellow and white. This is to suggest that the light, that the stars and the moon and the moonlight is hitting the little subjects that we have. Let me check. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, I'm gonna get some light brown. Okay, light brown. And I'm just gonna highlight again the fox. Okay, I'm gonna darken the bottom portion of the fox because just like the prince, it is seated where there is no light. Really? Well, a little amount of light is only being received from the foreground. Okay, this is good. It's really good. So again, I'm just gonna make this one. I'm gonna fix the ear. Gosh guys, this is good. I wasn't expecting this one. Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna sign it now because I think I'm done, right? I have to use my white. And of course, Vincent, sir, this is for you. Happy birthday. This is amazing, guys. We're done. We're done in very quick paste. So I hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for watching, guys. And I dedicate this painting to one of my most favorite artists of all time, Vincent Van Gogh. Sir, thank you so much for the inspiration and happy birthday to you. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but thank you so much. And again, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you learned something from this. We did the Starry Night and I added some twist to it. I hope you appreciate that. See you in my next video, guys. Love you.